Hi, Robert Chuckrow here. I'm going to talk about continuity of the shifting and the turning in the transitions in the Taiji-form. And I'll say what I mean by such continuity. I'll give examples. And I'll also explain why having such continuity is consistent with non-action and yin-yang. By continuity, I'm referring to making sure that there are no prolonged stops. Now you may say, for example, if I do roll back and press, I have to stop because first I'm going in one direction, then I'm going in the other direction. So there must be a point where it stops. I'm talking about a prolonged stop where I do this, which is what I see. Stop, comes up, and then go forward. And if you look at natural movement, you won't see, of that type, you won't see prolonged stops. So here is, I'll stand to the side so you can see it better. This is swinging. When it reaches the end, it just stops momentarily. Here's another natural phenomenon, and that is this fishing sinker to which I attached a bunch of rubber bands, a succession of rubber bands, and its vibratory motion, when it reaches the end point, it stops only momentarily, not stays in one spot. And again, if you look at the Taiji symbol, you'll see that the yin and yang interchange continuously. So for this, the yin point is the highest point. You may say, well, up is yang. But in terms of the energy, it's going fastest at the bottom, comes to a stop at the end, and when it comes to a stop, it has what's called potential energy, meaning that the energy isn't lost, but it comes back. So it goes from yang, yin, etc. And the same thing with the elastic band. So when I do this movement and I stop and my shoulder is loose, there'll be some momentum that I've created in the arm that continues through. But it pretty much stops. Then when I come forward, I've lost it. Whereas if I come forward right away, it comes up. Now I've added a little bit to it because it wouldn't come up all the way, but see there, I'm adding a very small amount, the smallest amount that I can. What's happening is when I sit back and I turn, there's a compression in the front of my quad and a stretch in the back of the tissues, which rebounds and stores the energy of the movement and gives it back. And I want to get that. I want that to happen naturally without my putting on the brakes and then having to step on the gas. I want it to happen naturally, and it will. And the other thing is, so that's non-action, and the other thing is the yin-yang aspect of it. The yin-yang has to continually change from one to the other and not be stuck at one point in the cycle. If I do withdraw and push, same thing. I don't do this and stop, then go forward and do this. And now if you watch this, you'll see that my body does stop for a little bit of time. It's not instantaneously going from back to forward. The reason is because my body is much more complex than that rigid stick that's pivoted, or that mass elastic band system is much more complicated, and it takes time for that motion to migrate through. But there's a certain timing which should be natural, and if I feel it, you can feel it too. Thank you.